Around the world, 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 around the world. We're going around the world, guys. And today's no different. We got silver coins around the world. And woohoo! What an exciting situation we're going to have here in a second once I get these cards back in the box. Oh boy. So, how are you guys? How are the cool kids? I really think we're getting close to the end of this little adventure. And it gets me feeling a little emotional. You guys ever get a little emotional? Yeah, getting a little, I'm feeling the waterworks coming on. You know, just a little waterworks, just a little excitement. You know, this has been a big undertaking, years in the making. Years and years and years. But today we're checking off Thailand. Okay, so there you go. That's what country around the world we're going to today. All right. And there's Thailand. Now this coin was double melt. But double melt's not that bad on a silver coins around the world adventure. Now, can you get them cheaper than that? Sure. This coin is a 20 baht from 1963. We're going to go ahead and look that up on Numista like we always do. And there are, I do have much older coins from Thailand. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I have a legitimately rare old coin from Thailand, but it's not in the form of a coin. It's an ingot, so we're not counting it. And so for this, it gets weird when you start putting stuff, like ingots and stuff in the coins around the world collection. It's kind of like putting metals in there. I do it if I have to. Some countries, Comoros, you have to do that with, but not every, or Comoros, Liechtenstein initially I had to use a metal. So it works, but really you want a coin if you can, why not? It's silver coins around the world, not silver ingots around the world. But I also I got that thing put up. It's big, it's bulky compared to coins. It's just a lot of nonsense. And so we're not going to do that. We're going to do this coin, which, it's a pretty cool coin. So 1963, 20 baht. Now, Thailand is a kingdom. I don't know if you guys know that. We're going to get into that later. But, as far as kingdoms go, so I paid, about double melt. The melt value on this coin is about $15. So, right at double melt, because silver just dropped a bunch. Mintage on this is 1 million. We'll look it up. It's the Rama the 9th's birthday. So old Ramadama's birthday here. Now, I do know that if you talk bad about the royal family in Thailand, it's 75% silver. They will throw your ass in jail. They don't mess around. You don't have free speech in Thailand. And if you ever want to scare somebody in Thailand, start talking about the government, they will block you or not talk to you, I'm sure. There's one for $34.97. So there you go. Not super rare. This, like I said, Thailand's doable. I was talking about the other day. Here's some auctions. Remember, you're going to pay auction fees, but there's a million of these out there, so you might be able to grab this one for $13.53 plus, call it $23. $10 over amount. This one might even be a little cheaper here. Yeah, so check those out. Well, you can definitely grab them at about double melt, which, again, it's not that bad to get a country like Thailand out of the mix because, generally speaking, right, the further away it is from the United States, if you're in the United States, you see where I'm going with this? The odds of it costing more go up. And then some countries are just hard no matter where you are in the world, okay? So Thailand's not that rough. They have a lot of silver coins. They're usually commemoratives like this one. And they're usually for the royal family. But that's not always true. They did have circulating silver coins. Not quite as long or as many as, say, like Vietnam or something, but they exist. And you can find them and you can get them, and that could be the way to go. Maybe you with this collection, you could have a preference for circulating coins, or a preference for commemorative coins, or a preference for bullion coins, right? So like this would be a bullion coin right here, right? That's just bullion, I got it for $19.10 for an ounce of silver, but it counts because it's from a country. Yay. So there you go. But say you wanted circulating coins. Well, if you wanted circulating coins, you might want something like this for Italy. Something that actually got out there and people touched it and played with it. Or you might, want just commemoratives, right? Like we talked about. So Israel, most of your Israeli stuff is going to be commemorative unless you go ancient. And then, good luck. You're going to spend some money, right? You're going to spend some money. Anyway, here's a circulating issue that is in that very nice shape. Hold on, let me really zoom in so you can see what we're working with here. So, yeah, we got cartwheels on that one. That's a nice Panama pill. Cartwheels, a little toning on it. Oh man, look at that. Ooh. All right, so there we go. So it's all about what you want. I have 100 coins from Panama. If I have one, probably. And I chose that one for the book because, why wouldn't I? It's pretty sweet, right? So, anyway, Thailand, we're going to look at it on the Wikipedia. And then we're going to get this video done. Yeah. So, here we go. We like to look at the pictures, don't we? Yeah, I like books with pictures. Oh, wow. Isn't that pretty? Yep. Bangkok. One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. Oh, boy. Yep. There we go. Oh, wow. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, it'd take 1 day to fly to Bangkok. There's the flag of Bangkok. And here's our article about Bangkok and Thailand in general. It was historically known as Siam. Yeah. The official name until 1939. So if you were Siamese, this is where you'd please. Yeah. Thailand is bordered to the northwest by Myanmar, to the northeast and east by Laos, and to the southeast by Cambodia, to the south by the Gulf of Thailand and Malaysia, and to the southwest by the Andaman Sea. It also shares a maritime border with Vietnam and Indonesia and India. Yeah. Bangkok is the state capital and largest city. There's the emblem. There's the flag. Man, look at that. Pretty wild, isn't it? Yeah. There's they got a national anthem. Look at that. That's Thailand. Yeah. Wow, isn't that neat? Okay, and the population, right? So there's several languages spoken, several ethnic groups. Yeah, they're mostly Buddhists. Yeah, a lot of Buddhists. It's a unitary parliamentary constitutional monarchy. Yeah. And Rama the 10th is the king. Right, there's different kingdoms that occurred throughout history. Ooh. Oh boy. And the land area, population 65,975,000. So that's a nice little population, and oh boy. And we gotta fast forward to the economy because that's what we care about, right? GDP national is 14.53 trillion, which is pretty decent. Yeah, anytime you're in the trillions, you're doing good. Compare that to actually yesterday's country. The population's about the same, right? Tanzania has about the same number of people as Thailand, but their GDP is way lower. It's almost, I think it might be 1,000,000 times lower. I don't know, man. I'm probably exaggerating, but it's a lot lower. Unemployment rate's 1.2%. So that's pretty sweet, right? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty sweet. Okay. I want to pet renegades while we do this. All right, here we go. The economy in Thailand is heavily export dependent, with exports accounting for more than 2/3 of gross domestic product. Thailand exports over $105 billion worth of goods and services annually. Major exports include cars, computers, electrical appliances, rice, textiles, footwear, fishery products, rubber, and jewelry. Thailand is an emerging economy and is considered a newly industrialized country. Thailand has a 2017 GDP of 1.236 trillion on purchasing power parity basis. Thailand is the second largest economy in Southeast Asia after Indonesia. Thailand ranks midway in the wealth spread in the Southeast Asia as it is the fourth richest nation according to GDP per capita after Singapore, Brunei, and Malaysia. Thailand functions as an anchor economy for the neighboring developing economies of Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia. In the third quarter of 2014, the unemployment rate in Thailand stood at 0.84, according to the Thailand's National Economic and Social Development Board. In 2017, Thailand the economy grew and inflation adjusted 3.9%, up from 3.3% in 2016, marking its fastest expansion since 2012. High public spending, especially during the COVID-19 crisis, prompted the authorities to raise Thailand's public debt ceiling from 60% to 70% of GDP. In the United States, it's way higher than that. As of 2024, Thailand struggles with low productivity, poor education, high household debt, low private investments, low economic growth within the economy. Research 2% index in structure, income, and wealth disparity. Thais have median wealth per one adult person of 1,469 in 2016, increasing from 605 in 2010. In 2016, Thailand ranked 87th in the Human Development Index and 70th in the Inequality Adjusted HDI. In 2017, Thailand median household income was 26,946 baht per month. Top quintile households had a 45% share of all income, while bottom quintile households had 7.1%. There was 26.9 million persons who had the bottom 40% of income earning less than 5,344 baht per month. During the 2013-2014 Thai political crisis, a survey found that anti-government PDRC, mostly 32%, had a monthly income of more than 50,000 baht, while pro-government UDDs, mostly 27%, had between 10,000 and 20,000 baht per month. In 2014, Credit Suisse reported that Thailand was the world's third most unequal country, behind Russia and India. The top 10% richest held 79% of the country's assets. The top 1% held, oh boy, I'm sick of reading that. 2016, 5.81. They're still going on. Exports and manufacturing. Economy of Thailand is heavily export dependent. With exports accounting, we read that. Substantial industries include electric appliances, components, computer components, and vehicles. Thailand recovery from the 97-98 Asian financial crisis depended mainly on exports among various other factors. In 2012, Thai automotive industry was the largest in Southeast Asia and the ninth largest in the world. The Thailand industry has an annual output of 1.5 million vehicles, most commercial vehicles. Most of the vehicles built in Thailand are developed and licensed by foreign producers, mainly Japan and America. The Thai car industry takes advantage of the Asian Free Trade Agreement area to find a market for many of its products. 8 manufacturers, 5 Japanese to U.S., and Tata of India produce pickup trucks in Thailand. As of 2012, due to its favorable taxation and two-door pickups at only 3 to 12% against 17 to 50% for passenger cars, Thailand was the second largest consumer of pickup trucks in the world after the U.S. In 2014, pickup trucks account for 42% of all vehicles. They have tourism. Tourism makes up about 6% of the country's economy. Prior to the pandemic, Thailand was the world's 8th most visited country according to the World Tourism Rankings compiled by the United Nations World Tourism Organization. In 2019, Thailand received 39.8 international tourists ahead of the United Kingdom and Germany, and was the 4th highest in the international tourism by $60.5 billion US. Thailand is the most visited country in Southeast Asia in 2013. According to the World Tourism Organization, estimates of the tourism receipts directly contribute to the GDP of 12 trillion baht, range from 9% to 16%, which included in the indirect effects of tourism. It is said to account for 20.2% of Thailand's GDP. Asian tourists primarily visited Thailand for Bangkok and historical, natural, and cultural sites in its vicinity. Western tourists not only visit Bangkok and surroundings, many travel to southern beaches and islands. The north is the chief destination for trekking and the adventure travel that has diverse ethnic minority groups and forested mountains. The region hosting the fewest tourism is Isan. To accommodate foreign visitors, a separate tourism police and offices were set up in the major tourist areas and an emergency telephone number. Thailand ranks as the world's 5th largest medical tourism destination in spending. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, it accounted for 2.5 million visitors in 2018 and is number 1 in Asia. The country is popular for the growing practice of sex reassignment surgeries and cosmetic surgeries, and in 2010-2012, more than 90% of medical tourists traveled to Thailand for SRS. Prostitutions in Thailand and sex tourism are a form of de facto part of the economy. Campaigns promote Thailand as exotic and attract tourists. All right. 49% of Thailand's labor force is employed in agriculture. This is down from 70% in 1980. Rice is the most important crop in the country, and Thailand had long been the world's leading exporter of rice until recently, falling behind both India and Vietnam. Thailand has the highest percentage of arable land, 27.25 of any state in the greater Mekong subregion. About 55% of the land area is used for rice production. Agriculture has been experiencing a transition from labor-intensive traditional methods to a more industrialized and competitive sector. Between 1962 and 1983, the cultural sector grew by 4.1% years on average and continued to grow as 2.2%. The relative contribution of agriculture to GDP has declined, while exports of food and services have increased. Furthermore, access to the biocapacity in Thailand is lower than world average. In 2016, Thailand had 1.2 global hectares of biocapacity per person within its territory, a less than world average of 1.6 global hectares per person. In contrast to 2016, they used 2.5 global hectares of biocapacity, and fudge that. In 2012, it was estimated that the informal working comprised of 62.6% Thailand workforce. The Ministry of Labor defines informal workers as individuals who work in informal economies that do not have employee status under the given country's labor laws. The informal sector of Thailand has grown significantly over the past 60 years. In the course of Thailand's gradual transition from agricultural-based economy to becoming a more industrialized and service-oriented nation. Between 1993 and 1995, 10% of the labor force moved to the agricultural sector and the urban industrial jobs, especially the manufacturing sector, and estimated between 1988 and 1995, the number of factory workers in the country doubled. All right, guys, that's enough. Have an amazing day. Hope you find all the collectibles of your dreams. If you cannot find them, do not blame me. I'm trying to show them to you. I want you guys to have an amazing day. I want you to like, share, and subscribe, all that jive. If you can't, bye, bye, bye.